A very good evening, my dear students. Welcome to my live session, Sri Gopal Kulkarni YouTube channel. So, students, as already we have started the chapter in biology, control and coordination. Yes. So, join as early as possible. It's 7:30 now. So, let's begin today's session. Shall we start, students? Are you ready? Join. Please join as early as possible. Afterwards also you can watch this video and you can share to your friends. Class 10 students, let's start today's session. Yes, fine. So students, in control and coordination, as already we have started the chapter, so just I want to give you a quick what recap, revise. So in control and coordination chapter, we have started the topic receptors we have studied. Okay, receptors, receivers neurons will work here. What is neuron? Structural and functional unit of nervous system. So neuron, the messages will travel inside in the form of electrical impulses. The synapse is a gap between two neurons. So in that, the electrical signals are converted into chemical signals, and again the message will enter into the neuron. The message chemical signals are again converted into electrical signals. So from which part of the neuron the message will enter? Dendrite. Okay, so afterwards cell body and axon, and afterwards nerve ending. Again like this, the message will transfer continuously in our body in the form of electrical impulses in the synapse through what? Chemical signals. Okay. So receptors are there in our body in five sense organs. In eyes, photoreceptors. In ears, phonoreceptors. As already we have studied, just recap it is: nose, olfactory receptors; tongue, gustatory receptors; skin, thermoreceptors. Is it clear? And also we have studied in the last class. This is the third session of control and coordination. In first session we have studied about concept map, and in the second session just now we have discussed at the second session. Okay, and also we have studied reflex action and reflex arc in the second session. So reflex action, who will control that reflex actions? Spinal cord, as already we have studied. A sudden quick response, brain will not take immediate action in that situation. Immediate situation, quick response, spinal cord is responsible, students. So let's continue the session. This is the third session of the control and coordination. If you have not watched, this is your first session. If you have not watched the previous sessions, please see the videos from starting. You will understand a better, students. Okay, let's continue. So responses are of three types, students. As already have written on the board, everything is on the board. Responses are of three types: voluntary, involuntary, and reflex actions. These are the three responses in our human body also. Okay, in some animals also. Almost all animals. Voluntary actions, involuntary, and reflex actions. These are the three responses will give animals. So, what do you mean by voluntary actions? First, we have to try to understand. The actions which are under our control are called voluntary actions. If I say stand up to you people, you will stand. So that is voluntary action. Example I am telling you. So which are under our control. Reading, writing, talking. Okay. So many other activities. Cycling. The actions which are under our control are called voluntary actions. Is it clear? Controlled by whom? Forebrain. Who will control all these voluntary actions? Forebrain. We are going to study about brain. So brain is divided into three parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So brain is divided into three parts, students. So this voluntary actions is controlled by forebrain. In brain we are going to study in a detail, okay, further after this one. So involuntary actions, the actions which are not controlled by animals or human beings, are called involuntary actions. So can you give examples? So many examples you can give for involuntary actions. Breathing, which is not under our control. We sleep. During sleep, what happens? Whether we are controlling? No, we cannot. In not only in sleeping, anytime when we are awake, at the time also we cannot control the breathing. Okay, so breathing or respiration is example for involuntary action. Digestion, we eat the food, we swallow the food. What happens inside? We have studied in life processes chapter. Digestion. So digestion, whether it is under our control? No, it is not under our control. So it is an example for involuntary actions. Heartbeat. From our womb to tomb. Tomb means death. Womb means in mother's, okay, in a womb the child will develop. From our birth to till our death, continuously our heart will work without taking any rest. Special type of cardiac muscles which are present in the heart. The heart is which we cannot control, students. So it is also an example for involuntary action. Just you have to remember voluntary actions, involuntary actions and reflex action. These are the responses, students. Is it clear? So please wait a minute for checking comments here. Okay. Students have already joined. Okay, no issues. Let's continue. Audio is clear. Give a like, heart button. Okay. Give a heart. It's a what motivation for me. Okay, students. Fine. So involuntary actions which are not under our control: digestion, respiration, excretion. So many things are there. Chemical reactions which are taking in our body. So all are involuntary actions. These are controlled by whom? Midbrain and hindbrain, students. So as already have told you, brain is divided into three parts: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. So forebrain controls voluntary actions which are under our control. Okay, sitting, running, jumping, everything which are under our control. Hindbrain and midbrain both will control involuntary actions. Examples: heartbeat, vomiting, respiration, digestion, chemical reactions in our body, hormone secretion. All are the examples of involuntary actions. So next one is reflex action. As already we have studied, a sudden quick response to the stimulus done by whom? Spinal cord. Okay, so it is controlled by spinal cord, students. Reflex action is controlled by spinal cord. Involuntary actions are controlled by midbrain and hindbrain. Voluntary actions are controlled by forebrain. So in reflex action, suddenly example is withdrawal of hand on touching hot object. Hot water is there. If you put the hand, suddenly you will remove your hand. Who will work there? Brain will not work, spinal cord will work. If somebody pinches you, suddenly you react, you remove your hand. Shock, electric shock, when you get shock, you will remove your hand. Quick response. So all these are reflex actions. So reflex actions are controlled by spinal cord. So these are the responses, three main responses. Keep in your mind: voluntary, involuntary and reflex actions. Who will control? All, as already we have discussed it 2 times. Okay, fine. Students, need of reflex arc. The next topic is need of reflex action. Why should have reflex action in animals and human beings? Why? Uh, some monkey example monkeys are there, students. Okay, monkeys, they watch here and there spontaneously, immediately. When you throw a stone, suddenly it responds, a very quick spontaneous response. So that is actually reflex action. It is very very important to protect our body. Candle is there. Another example, students. Candle is there. Okay, if baby touches it or anybody touches it, what happens? We suddenly withdraw our hand. Why we are going to withdraw our hand? Automatically it happens, students. We are not forcibly, oh, we have to remove our hand. No, we will not think. Without thinking, we are suddenly removing our hand, because that message is sending by spinal cord to remove your hands. Okay, so inside the reflex action, reflex arc is going on, as already we have studied. Okay, so students, it is very 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 important in some situations, example pinching, touching hot object, we need to act quickly, otherwise our body would be harmed, our body will damage. For that purpose, a sudden quick reflex action is must. So why reflex action is needed, students? To protect our body. Otherwise, it would be harmed. Okay, here response is generated by spinal cord instead of brain. So reflex action, brain will not work. Afterwards, the message will go to the brain. Oh, I touched the hot object. I have removed my hand. Oh, afterwards the message will go to the brain. But at the time, quick response will be done by whom? Spinal cord instead of brain. Instead means what? Brain will not work here. Spinal cord will work. Is it clear? Yes, students. So human nervous system. So human nervous system, actually it is divided into three parts: CNS, PNS, ANS. So ANS is not there for your 10 class 10 syllabus. Only the CNS and PNS is there. And the PNS is also very less information they have given in your textbook. So PNS, regarding PNS, very less information, and spinal cord we are going to study. Not only spinal cord, brain also. That is central nervous system. So nervous system is divided, human nervous system is divided into three parts: CNS, PNS, ANS. CNS means what? Central nervous system. PNS means what? Peripheral nervous system. So in a CNS, central nervous system, brain and spinal cord will be there, students. Brain and spinal cord. Spinal cord, as already have told you. So this is the brain. From the brain ending, there is a one law continuously, okay, which is thread-like structure, which is coming up to our backbone, and so that is called spinal cord, students. So brain and spinal cord comes under central nervous system. In peripheral nervous system, cranial nerves and spinal nerves will come. What do you mean by cranial nerves? From brain, nerves will emerge, students. Nerves will come out. Nerves are everywhere in our body like wires and cables. Okay, so from brain, whatever the nerves which are coming, those are called as cranial nerves, students. Cranial nerves, from where it will arise? From brain. From brain they are coming out. हमारे जो ब्रेन है ना, उसके तरफ से जो आने वाले नस है ना, उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? क्रेनियल नर्व्स कहते हैं. और स्पाइनल कॉर्ड से जो भी नस पूरा हमारा बॉडी के अंदर एवॉल्व हो गया है, उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? स्पाइनल नर्व्स. सिंपल, इजी टू रिमेंबर. फ्रॉम स्पाइनल कॉर्ड द नर्व्स व्हिच विल अराइज आर कॉल्ड स्पाइनल नर्व्स. फ्रॉम ब्रेन द नर्व्स व्हिच विल अराइज, दोज आर कॉल्ड एज क्रेनियल नर्व्स. हमारे बॉडी के अंदर कितना क्रेनियल नर्व्स है? How many are there spinal nerves in our body? 12 pairs of cranial nerves are there, students. 12 pairs. Okay, so you have to remember this one. And 31 pairs of spinal nerves are present in our body. हमारे स्पाइनल कॉर्ड की तरफ से 31 pairs students, 31 pair of spinal nerves which are emerging out from spinal cord. Brain से 12 pairs of cranial nerves, 31 pairs of spinal nerves. Is it clear? Simple is there, easy is there, just try to understand. Okay, see the previous video from starting, you will understand better if you have not seen. Okay, fine. So I think you have what understanding, the chapter is clear, I think. Okay, fine students, this is some homework I want to give you people. So homework is this one, you have to what? First you have to see the video, read the chapter, and then you have to come here. What is reflex action or define reflex action? So what is an axon? In the previous class we have studied about axon. What is axon? What is an axon? An is there because in English grammar before vowels we have to put an. Okay, is it? It is simple. Mention the receptors for light and sound in animals. Which receptors are there for light and sound? What is neuron? Neuron means what? Okay, so you have to write the definition. Define synapse. So these are some of the homework for you people. And now we are going to study about brain and spinal cord. Spinal cord is not much they have given, only regarding brain they have given, because spinal cord regarding reflex action as already it is completed the topic, and regarding this also we are not going to study. Autonomous nervous system they have not given for your syllabus. So in detail brain we are going to study students. Human brain is a wonderful students. Human brain, okay, it is of two hemispheres, right hemisphere and left hemisphere, divided into two hemispheres. So like this they have joined in our what head, inside that bone. That bone is called as skull students. A very hard bony structure which is present now. Inside that hairs are there. Below this one skin is there. Below that cranium is there or skull is there. Inside the skull there is a brain which is highly protected students. Brain is divided into two hemisphere, right hemisphere, left hemisphere. So all our body parts of left side nerves are connected to right hemisphere, and right side of all our nerves are connected to left hemisphere. See how it is. Right part nerves are connected to left, left part nerves are connected to right. So majorly so many people, maximum percentage of the people we are using right hand students. Only few people they are using left hand. Okay, so instead of using right hand we have to use from left hand for different activities. Daily one page or half page or 5 lines you try to write from left hand student. Your brain will become active, it will become sharp, some portion of your brain will get activated. So it is a wonderful technique students to improve your concentration, memory and so many other things. Okay, so use left hand for doing different activities, not only writing, drawing, some other work also you have to use left hand, because our left nerves are connected to right hemisphere and right part of our nerves are connected to left hemisphere. So you try this one students daily for 1 month, you have to try daily 5 lines you just write with left hand. So definitely there will be a improvisation in your brain, you will understand that one after 1 month, you check it out. Okay, so why I am telling you this, because this our brain is a wonderful imagination, thinking and so many other what things are going on. Our brain, we are using a very less amount. Okay, our brain is so wonderful that we can what it is more powerful. We can use that one, but we are not using more percentage. Only we are using a very less percentage of our brain. So regarding that interesting thing, so brain we are going to study in the next class, students. So the next topic is our human brain. So diagram will be there and parts will be there, and what are the functions of brain we are going to see. So just a quick revise we will do, students. Today's a very fast and quick revise. Responses are of three types: voluntary, involuntary, reflex actions. Voluntary actions are controlled by forebrain. Involuntary actions are controlled by midbrain and hindbrain. We are going to study tomorrow in the next session. Okay, and reflex actions are controlled by spinal cord. So the need of reflex action is very very important to protect our body. Otherwise our body would get harm. Okay, so who will protect, who will do this response, who will generate this reflex action? Spinal cord instead of brain. So human nervous system is of three types: CNS, PNS, ANS. ANS is not there for you. Sympathetic and autonomous nervous system. Just I will tell you information about autonomous nervous system. Sympathetic and parasympathetic. It will do the function. Who is doing this? It is not there for your syllabus. Just information. ANS, autonomous nervous system. So we blink our eyes and we open our eyes. We close our eyes and we will open our eyes. So this is sympathetic, parasympathetic. Opposite functions are doing. Okay, fine. So peripheral nervous system includes two things: cranial nerves, spinal nerves. How many cranial nerves? What do you mean by cranial nerves? The nerves which are arising from brain are called cranial nerves. And there are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. The nerves which are arising from spinal cord are called spinal nerves, and there are 31 pairs of spinal nerves are there. So central nervous system is of two types. They are divided into two types: brain, spinal cord. Spinal cord will do reflex action. Okay, and this brain is a very very important. So tomorrow we are going to continue this class regarding studying of a human brain. So please students, watch my daily live session YouTube, Shri Gopal Kulkarni YouTube channel. So please like, comment and share to your friends as much as possible. So in the next class, students, we are going to study about a human brain. Very interesting and very important for your examination. Human brain is there for your class 10. Okay, so that diagram also we will see parts also and functions also. So all the students, until then, keep watching, keep learning. Take care. Bye bye students. Take care students. Bye.